So those are a few reasons why I've chosen Front Sight as at least one place that I'm going to get some handgun and rifle and shotgun training and hopefully lots more. But there are also some reasons why you guys might choose not to come to Front Sight and not take advantage of what they offer. Hey guys, Leif Boy Scout here with Steve, and Front Sight is behind us. We are here, standing here at the last day of our 4-day courses. I'm taking the 4-day rifle, and Steve's the 4-day handgun. And it's been a long, fun time. We're really enjoying it. But we want to take a minute in this video to talk about why you might choose to come here to Front Sight and get your firearms training, whatever type of training that is you want to get. And later on in the video, we'll also discuss why you might not choose Front Sight, but stay tuned for that. First, Steve, let's talk about why would people choose Front Sight as a place to come and get their firearms training?
Well, first of all, it may be close to where they live. We live in the West. Riding long distances in the West along open highways, not that big of a consideration. A few hours here, a few hours there. And so coming to Nevada might be relatively easy for people, maybe easier than flying to the middle of the United States or going to the East Coast or something like that.
And I'll just interject there. That's the reason that I've basically chosen to come to Front Sight. It's relatively close to me. I live in Utah, so it's a long drive down, but considering other places that offer, I'm not sure how many other places offer what Front Sight offers, but if I were to think about some other place and try to make it to there, it would probably cost more and take more time.
Certainly. You also have, if you're just living out here and you're wondering, where do I go get some training, especially if you've not done training anywhere else, you're looking for where can I go, and they can pick up where I am and offer a range of things that will be what I'm interested in trying to learn more about. You may be more into handgun, rifle, shotgun. Maybe you're not familiar with any of them, but if you're looking at the range of things that are available to you, not every instruction offering is going to be tailored to what you want to begin with. I mean, you can come to Front Sight and you can do rifle first, you could do shotgun first, you could do handgun first. I think for most people, and it certainly was the case for me, it was for you, doing an entry-level handgun class is probably the best starting point. And they certainly have a lot of offerings here for that.
Yeah, absolutely. They have a wide range of all kinds of courses, and that's one of the main reasons you might choose Front Sight. Regardless of what you want to take, they probably offer it. And if you start from their first classes, and that you do have to sort of take classes as prerequisites in order to get to the more advanced classes. But when you do take those courses, you can advance and advance and advance and really learn everything they have to offer, which is quite a lot. So the wide range of classes that they offer is a great reason to come to Front Sight. Another reason I wanted to kind of touch on is the wide range of instructors that they have here.
I think it's really important. I mean, first of all, when you get on the range, it's not all about one personality and one person, someone who might be a superstar shooter. And while some of us may aspire to be competent and maybe even good, very few people who are coming to honestly seek instruction are going to be able to emulate what a superstar does. And so you've got people with decades of firearms experience and firearms instruction experience being the range masters, but when you come to a facility like this where they have a large number of range masters and then a large number of supporting instructors, you're not necessarily captive to the personality of the one person that's leading the class or the two people running the institution. That may be a pro or a con for some people, but really I think it allows you, it increases the odds that you're going to hit it off with at least one of the people that's part of your 2 or 4 day experience.
Absolutely. And if you're not hitting it off with the instructor that you have the first time, come back, you'll most likely have somebody else. I've been here 3 times now and have had 3 completely different range masters and sets of instructors. So, you know, it's kind of cool meeting a wide range of guys. There's some that I've kind of not taken to as much as far as some instruction, and others that I've thought, wow, what a great job this whole team did. A lot of people's ideas all coming together to agree on the most fundamental and foundational points And that's what they teach here, and that's what you're going to get regardless of which instructor you end up with. So one of the last points I want to talk about is sort of the cost effectiveness of coming to Front Sight. So how is that a big help?
Well, I think if for anyone who's at the beginning of their journey or maybe the middle of their journey, where they know that they're going to take more than one firearms training class, or they know that they want to be trained in more than one firearm discipline, then Front Sight really is a place that's most cost effective when you're thinking of the membership approach to long-term training. If you're looking to do a one-off class, I'm sure that there are ways to do that, but if you're going to take more than one class, you might want to think about just the cost of a membership and the financing of that training over time, because once you have a membership, you basically have unlimited access to all of the courses. And that over years is going to be much, much more cost effective when you think about doing handgun, hopefully getting to advanced handgun, same with shotgun and rifle. They also open some bladed weapons courses and some open hand, no weapons courses. So there's just that range of the membership approach that is going to be more cost effective than, say, paying several $100s each time you go to an instructor who you may like and that may work for you, but this is a different model.
Yeah. So I initially bought, I think it was the communicator membership so that I could come back here, which I paid, I think, $50 for on a special that Dr. Piazza was offering through email. By the way, you're going to get a ton of emails if you sign up for the Front Sight, either the blog or get on their radar in any way. You are going to get a ton of emails.
Which you can opt out of if you go through the process of opting out.
Yeah, not a big deal. But I keep receiving them because every now and then a deal comes up that I just can't turn down. And I like to know about it when they do come up. And that's, in fact, I did upgrade from my communicator membership to a diamond membership very recently so that I could take this 4-day rifle course and hopefully more courses down the road, unlimited courses really at this point. Right. So the cost-effective nature of getting a membership at Front Sight, if you can find one that's offered, or buying one secondhand from somebody that's got one, and you'll be able to find those out there, it's just really difficult to argue with. You've got access to everything for one relatively small amount. And if you don't choose a membership, they still offer, I think it's the 5-day handgun course where you get, in the 5th day, you get the
concealed carry for Nevada and I think 30 states that recognize the Nevada permit, which is maybe another point to people to consider. Nevada doesn't reciprocate with most states when it comes to concealed carry permits. Yeah. And so if you come here, taking their concealed carry for Nevada, if you don't have some kind of an option for your state, might be an attractive option for you. You go through the 4-day handgun, you get the concealed carry recognized in Nevada and 30 states, and I think it's $200 most often is their offer for that class.
Currently.
And you compare that with what the cost is for going to get 4 days plus a concealed carry class anywhere else, you sort of get a sense of whether cost effectiveness is on that one-off.
Yeah, absolutely. So those are a few reasons why I've chosen Front Sight as at least one place that I'm going to get some handgun and rifle and shotgun training and hopefully lots more. And in the future, I expect that I'll try to get training in other places as well because I'd like to broaden my mind and really see what's out there. But for now, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to get as much as I can here from Front Sight. But there are also some reasons why you guys might choose not to come to Front Sight and not take advantage of what they offer. So what are some reasons why folks would say, I don't want to come to Front Sight?
Well, one might be that Nevada's just not convenient to them. The other may be they want more individual care and attention. They may want to pay the extra amount of money to have an instructor that is really focusing on them. Yeah. Another might be that they might only have one day, and they really want some focused attention and training for that one day. Getting away for a 2-day or especially a 4-day class is a commitment. It might be inconvenient for your work, your family situation, what have you. And so there might be some tailoring options that the big scale of Front Sight and the big range of things can't really accommodate, but you might be more attracted to.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Steve already touched on the class sizes, I think, and also kind of the fact that you don't really get individual one-on-one training here at Front Sight. Your class is what size?
So it's about 38 or maybe 36. Yeah. So, I mean, they go up to lines that usually would be 20 in front and 20 in support, so maybe a max size of 40.
So that's about what ours is too, about 36. So you do have that that coach-student relationship where you've got one line and then the line behind them, and you're rotating, doing each exercise in turn. But you're always being coached by somebody else who is also learning. Right. So you're never really receiving constant one-on-one coaching from one of their coaches.
They will come by episodically and come up by if they notice that there's a particular need, and they'll have the range master, and they have 2 or maybe 3 and sometimes even more depending on time of year, supporting staff that will come in, and they might notice something about your stance, your grip, your presentation, anything, and they might come in, but it's not constant.
Yeah, absolutely. But then there's also the climate.
I was just about to think about that, because I am someone that really can get dehydrated quickly being out here in a desert. Yeah. I notice that I get up in the morning, come in, and if I am not super hydrating in the first part of the morning, midway through that morning, I'm going to start getting a headache.
Yeah.
And they'll say, hydrate, hydrate. Remember, you're in a desert. And sometimes we humans need to have someone say, hold on, pay attention to your body and hydrate. But for some people, that might actually be a health consideration.
Yeah, it could be a real problem. So if you have some issues with kind of spending a lot of time in a dry climate in a desert like this, where it ranges from, coat to jacket weather early in the morning to
hot,
pretty hot and sweaty in the mid-late afternoon, if that's a big issue for you, you might want to look at something that's closer to your, what you're familiar with, what you're comfortable with. If the desert just doesn't suit you, then yeah, that could be a downside. Well, these are a few reasons why you might choose front side and some reasons why you might not choose front side. As you can see, the sun is shining directly in our eyes now, and that sun's about to come up and
it changes
warm
quickly
us up.
In the desert.
It sure does. It's been cold jacket weather since we got here, but pretty soon we're going to be nice and warm. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. We're going to be doing a front sight gear check very soon, where I'm going to talk about everything I'm wearing, what Steve's wearing, what we chose to wear, and how we're using it for the classes that we're taking. Stick around and subscribe in order to see that. I'm the late Boy Scout. Here's my friend Steve. Thanks again very much for watching. We'll see you later.